just starting Final Fantasy XIV, or maybe you want a helping hand when it comes to figuring out which one of the cities that will have the classes and job you want to take part in. Might it be the normal combat classes, or maybe you want something more in the crafting and gathering section. And of course, I am here today to discuss everything you need to know when it comes to well-defined classes, and this is part 1 of our series, going over each of the areas and what you can find. And today, we're going to be talking about Lominsa, if you can't tell. So, with that, let's jump into this and let's discuss, well, all the classes and jobs are when it comes to Lominsa. So let's go ahead and start off here with the classes that are going to be more tied to combat. And of course, some of the classes you will be able to pick when you are creating your character. But if you are trying to find these after the fact, or maybe you are just trying to take part in your job quests, since it's something that is very important to do, let's go ahead and start off at the top of Lominsa with the upper deck and talk about the Marauders. This tank class can go ahead and be found right up here at the very top of Lominsa upper deck, and you will find it right over here in the corner. The thing to keep in mind, if you are going to be joining it and doing the quests, the NPC you are looking for is literally just right over here in the middle of the room, and you will go ahead and notice he is standing next to all the dudes. So this is the main guy you're going to talk to, beyond, of course, the people over here behind the desk to actually join. So that way you can find the Marauder class inside of 14. Our next class is Ainet. This is, of course, another class you can start off early on if you are looking for a pet with a carbuncle. But we need to go ahead and head to the lower deck of Lominsa to find this one. And of course, this area for this guild will be from the main crystal hub all the way to the left right over here, where you can go ahead and talk to the NPC behind the desk to get this class, or once again to continue your job quests if that the class you pick when you are creating your character. And our very last combat class inside of Final Fantasy XIV for Lominsa is called the Wogues. So if you're interested in playing a class that will eventually turn into a ninja, and then you want to do more DPS melee, this might be the one you want to go to. And of course, you can go ahead and find this once again in the lower deck, and you will find it from the main crystal all the way down here at the very bottom. And of course, by talking to the NPC in front of the gate, you can go ahead and join this guild and become a Wogue. So now let's go ahead and discuss about the gathering and crafting classes. Since there is a handful here, and a handful of these are super useful, especially if you want to try to make you some money. And of course, let's go ahead and begin still in the lower deck of Lominsa. Let's talk about fishing, because you can go ahead and find a fishing guild here in the lower deck net, pretty much right net to the Wogue armor, but from the main crystal, you want to go ahead and head on down the right here. And of course, there is a crystal here, so if you have it, you can easily teleport to this area. And of course, the fishing is just right in here. So if you ever want to become a fisher, or maybe you are a cook and you want to get some extra items, you can go ahead and join the fishing guild here. And speaking of cooking, let's go ahead and talk about the cooking guild now. So we are back up at the upper decks, and of course this one you will find very close to Marauder guild, which is right over here on the left side, and there is a crystal right here next to it as well. And you will go ahead and find it when you see all the people eating, and of course all the people inside here are cooking. So this is where you can go ahead and start cooking and start helping out yourself and your party with some wonderful buffs. And when it comes to our final guild inside of Lominsa, there are actually 2 here. They are literally connected right next to each other, which is called blacksmithing and armor. So these are both connected to crafting using blacksmith. So I guess it makes sense They will be in the same area for Lominsa. And you can go ahead and find these here from Lominsa upper deck. You will find them over here at the bottom left of the map. And to join both of these, all you have to do is, of course, one on in here. And you will go ahead and see a symbol in front of the two NPCs. So you know which one is Armory, which is, of course, the one on the far right, or Blacksmithing over here on the left. So you can go ahead and join both of them right here in upper Lominsa decks. And there you have it. There is all the guilds and jobs you can get inside Lominsa. So hopefully that have helped you if any of these jobs seem interesting to you and you create a new character. It might be a place to go if you're interested in any of this stuff. Or maybe you have already unlocked the airship and you're trying to figure out where to find certain classes. Or maybe you just want to do some job quests. There you go. Now you officially know how to do it for Lominsa. And of course, that will go ahead and do it for me for this video. I will be back with part 2, where we will be jumping into Udon and New Gardania as well, so you can figure out which places is best for you if you want any of the jobs over in them 2 zones. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells if you have found that video helpful in any way, shape, or form. And like always, come on over to twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, where we stream every single day starting around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard. So come say hi. We are going to be playing Final Fantasy 14 here to welcome in all the new players for the FFXIV. So once again, come on over to twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And with that, I will go ahead and see you in the comments.